Let's do a monster training. What does the monster get from feasting? Okay, so the monster, I'm sure they'll show me this here. What the monster gets from feasting is it fills up their rage bar. And when the rage is maximum, they become enraged, which means that it's a one hit to knock down a teen. Knocking down a teen is great because it means that they're immobile, they start bleeding out and constantly losing health. If they had a weapon, they lose the weapon. And it forces other teens to go and pick that person up. No, Ed, it's more like tier 3 Myers. It's like a tier 3 Myers for one hit. But about the candy bars, when I saw that candy bars refill your health, it's like taking away hook states in DBD. It's like if you got hooked once, and then you got hooked twice, and then you could do something so that it only counts as you being hooked once. That's what it felt like. And for a little while, I was like, I hate that. I hate this. This feels terrible that people can eat candy bars and get health back. That's insane. But now as I've been playing more and I realize when the monster is skilled, when the monster and teens are on even footing, the candy bars feel much more balanced. Especially because laying on the ground and bleeding out takes away health, which is your hook states. And in DBD, you don't get hook states from slugging people. So being able to recover a little bit of your downed time doesn't feel like losing hook states. It feels like losing bleeding time. What's the main objective of this game? It is a death match. Either the teens kill the monster, or the monsters kill the teen, or the monster kills the teens. Okay, as the monster, you are more powerful than your enemies, but beware. The teens can fight back with weapons that burn, shock, purify, and curse. Once hit with each of these stigma types, you die. Hopefully the game is paced around that mechanic existing. Yes, Cecil, the game is paced around that mechanic existing. I will say that if you are having a bad game as monster, like if the teens are crazy good at hiding and they're crazy good at teamworking and they use every single chocolate bar in the map, it can feel oppressive. But that's on the worst end. It feels oppressive, but it doesn't feel broken. You begin as formless evil. That you then have 15 seconds to choose your moment to transform into the monster. I'm a monster. Rule number 1, attack everyone. Tap left mouse button for a quick attack, or hold left mouse button for a lunge attack. Your first attack injures a teen. Hit an injured teen to knock them down. Now they cannot get up without help from a friend. Hey, look, it's Brett. Hey, wait, Brett's wearing my shirt. Oh, does he use the cosmetics that I have? It's Brett with my beard and shirt. Wait. Now, there's no way that they put my shirt and my beard on the training dummy, right? Like, they didn't just make that passive, did they? There's no way they would do that. This is my there's no fucking way they put Toxsmith as the punching bag for training, right? They wouldn't do that. Oh, I swear to fuck, if they made Toxsmith the punching bag. So here's that chromatic aberration. This is what you can kind of track. Now you can see how quickly it disappears. But that's what, as a monster, you're tracking, is this little tiny bit of splots of chromatic aberration. So when they're going around corners and stuff, this is what you're looking for on the ground to try to get a handle on where they went, as well as listening. You can hear the breath. You can hear the footsteps. That's what you're tracking. As a monster, your tools for tracking are hearing the footsteps and watching for the chromatic aberration. Okay, let's knock down this Toxsmith. Rule number 2, feast on fear. Feast on down teens to fuel your rage. Once enraged, you can knock down any teen with just one hit. Just remember, feasting makes you visible to teens. Keep feasting and fill up your rage bar. All right, chat. Get ready. Rule number 3, get revenge. Under attack from a weapon, you can still fight, but your powers are disabled. If you do take a hit, the weapon is instantly destroyed and you can respawn elsewhere. Oh no! Get sucked. That's a $200 massage right there. Mr. Pickard, can you confirm that Toxsmith's character was used specifically for tutorial so they get shitted on? Mr. Pickard, so I noticed that the character that I'm beating the hell out of looks an awful lot like me. Is that because that's the customization that I have? Or did you guys legitimately make Toxsmith accoutrement the default for the punching bags in tutorial mode? And I swear it had better be, because this is my fucking customization. If you guys put Toxsmith in here to be the punching bag, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Okay. Press Q to go berserk and gain a devastating speed boost. Press E to unleash your howl to disable teens from attacking and crafting. Press F to hunt. The closer you get to a teen, the faster your heart will beat. Teens must hit you with each of the 4 stigmas to defeat you. Don't let that happen. Attack the unarmed teen. Where? Where's the unarmed teen? All my abilities are on cooldown. Are they over here? Hello? Also, later in the tutorial, you break the Toxsmith sword in half? How dare you? No, not my sword. Hey, where's this? Where's this unarmed teen? Oh, I found you. I found you, Toxsmith number 2. When you hit a teen, they have a brief moment to escape. An injured teen leaves a trail you can follow if you're quick. There's the aberration. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, here it is. Got it. Let's do monster training. Okay, so now. Gorgeous, just beautiful. Monster, yeah, I love that you can knock down all the chairs too. Chris makes it a point every time he plays the game to run around and knock down every chair, every table. He knocks everything off the tables. He knocks down everything, and he reports on it too. He'll like run out to the fucking balcony, and then he'll report, guys, I just knocked over all the tables on the balcony, just so you know. So the werewolf has 3 abilities. The first one is Berserk, and that makes the werewolf go real fast. Very hard for a teen to get away when you're berserking. Also, you can dodge weapons pretty easily when you're berserking too. It's very hard to hit a super fast wolf. For real talk, don't knock everything over as a monster. Use it to hear teens, Chris. Yes, Mr. Pickard, exactly. That's what I always say. Why would you knock over things? Leave them all up so that when the teens knock them over, you can hear them. So that's the Berserk, makes you move real fast. The other one that they have is a Howl. And when you do that, they cover their ears, and they can't use their weapons while they are covering their ears. So that's to disable them using their weapons. And then the last thing is the hunt ability. You can hear the heart, right? And the closer you get to the teens, the faster the heart beats. This is how you play hot, cold as the werewolf. And now you're real close. And as you get farther away. So that's how you use the hunt ability to track where the teens are. Know a little bit about feasting. Does it affect the down team any, i.e. taking more HP from them? No. So when you are feasting on a downed teen, it's a little upsetting to hear. It's kind of scary to it's okay. It's a little scary to hear. So it's a little bit. It's okay. She's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's just I'm just filling up my rage. Don't worry. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. It'll all be over soon. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. So, I'm gonna throw up. I'm so high right now. Oh my God, that would be intense to hear when you're high. The screams are so real. Yeah, the screams are like, they sound so real. They send me into an IRL panic state. When I hear a teen screaming like that, I get panicky. I worry because it is so intense. This was a mistake. So now that I've feasted, I am enraged, which is like tier 3 Myers, right? What you can see is this team is fully healthy, not injured, nothing wrong, right? But because I am enraged, instantly downs them. So they go from healthy to down instantly. I know Brett's fucking around. Hey Brett, take it easy, dude. Take it easy. And when I knock them down, all right, have some fun, Brett. When I knock them down, they also lose whatever weapon they have. When you have your full enrage, it's kind of a waste of time to hit someone who's injured. Honestly, when I'm fully enraged and I see Brett running around injured with no weapon, I'm like, I kind of don't want to hit him. I kind of don't want to waste it. It's more worth my time to go find a teen who is healthy and has a weapon, because with one hit, I can put them on the ground, reduce the number of teens that are dangerous, and I remove a weapon from play. So honestly, when I'm fully enraged, what I'm hunting for are armed teens who I can get the drop on. The Dollmaster is a little bit different. The Dollmaster's abilities, the first ability is to place dolls. Blah. 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 And then you just end up losing rage anyway because you run into a death trap. Monster feels, dude, Mr. Picker, that is a big fucking monster mood, man. You're trying to fucking use your enrage to go take out a weapon, and you play so strategically that you end up walking into a trap, and then you get a wound and lose your enrage. And hey, you get rid of a weapon by getting hit. So, Dollmaster. The white dolls are dolls that don't have any teens near them. The yellow dolls have teens within 22 meters. So when I take control of a doll, I want to take control of a doll who's close to a teen. Now, this area is small enough that this guy's basically activating all the dolls. But you take control of a doll like that. And now you run around as the doll. There's spooky me. God, he's so scary. That's pure nightmare fuel. Holy shit. And then you run around as the doll. And I've got a timer in the lower left-hand corner, so I'm about to run out of time. my screen fades to black, and I can take control of another doll, which has full time. I chase him around. I knock him down. And then I can drop him with R to go back to my body. And then if I am being chased by a teen with a weapon, I can run away, try to lose them with line of sight, and then I can just literally teleport to a doll. Hey. Stop breaking all my dolls, Brett. Take a breather. Can you feast as a doll? You sure can. Suck their soul out as a doll. And you can also feast as the Doll Master too. Whoa, that is a scary sound. That's really fucking scary. Oh God, I sucked a fart out of him. If a teen runs over a doll, it decreases the channel time needed to possess teleport to the doll. Yeah, so when you heard that little bing sound of them like that, I can take control of the doll really quickly. So I'd be like, hey, Brett, frick off. And now my doll is enraged. So when I hit the enraged status, God, he looks so scary with enrage. Look at how fucking scary he looks. What the hell is this? This is the scariest thing I've ever fucking seen. With that backdrop and everything. Holy shit. My enraged doll can also one-hit down people. And then you can also teleport to the dolls too. But when you teleport to a doll, you lose that doll. So you usually got to place another one down. Such a cool killer concept. Isn't it fucking cool? I love the Doll Master. I'm terrible with him, but I think he's so unbelievably cool and fucking horrifying. How many can you place? Okay, so you can place 5 dolls. However, whenever they break dolls, you lose that doll until you get a hit or if you're wounded. Are you vulnerable while controlling a doll? Yes. So when I'm controlling a doll, I'm running around, I'm controlling the doll. My body there, so I can always see my body through the walls, so I know where my body is. But my body is incredibly vulnerable. They can walk up to me and hit me with a weapon. If an armed teen approaches my body, I will get a yellow border around my screen. They cannot just sneak up on me. I will get a yellow border warning me that an armed teen is nearby. So it's at that point that you need to drop the doll control immediately and deal with the armed teen. Does hitting the dolls with the stigma affect him too? No. So Mornin Tengu, good question. If a teen hits a doll with a weapon, what happens is the doll is broken and the body gets stunned. I fall down stunned and it reveals me to all the teens. I fall down stunned. All the teens see where I am for a little while. So in some ways, what you want to do is you want to eat their weapons with your dolls because it breaks their weapon and doesn't hurt you. However, if you do that without knowing the current situation of the map, they will want to hit your doll with a weapon because someone else knows where your body is. And as soon as you get stunned from them breaking your doll, the other person will run in and kill you while your doll's stunned. So sometimes the Doll Master wants to eat the weapons. Sometimes the teens want to break your weapons or wants to hit your dolls with weapons to set up kills. How does the killer win? By killing the survivors? Yep, exactly. You kill all the teens or have them all downed at once and you win. What's the basic goal for survivors? Kill the monster. So the teens got to go build weapons at the stations. They build the weapon, they hit the monster. They hit the monster with all 4 stigmas. The teens wins. The teens win. Yep. Kill or be killed? Yep, it's a death match. Does the game have perks? Yes. Yep. The teens and the monsters both get perks. Not just escaping. Yeah, there is no escape mechanic in this game. What's the goal for a spectral main? Finding the Book of the Tech. So the W.A.R.T, which I'm playing as now, has their 3 abilities as the leap, which covers ground, and that big green circle you saw slows the teen down. So if I want to leap onto Brett, now he's slowed down, which lets me confirm the hit. So his arms go up when he's slowed down. Now the other ability, and this is the reason that I love W.A.R.T, is the acid armor. When I have this armor on, you can see up at the top, there's an armor over the stigmas. Because if I get hit by a weapon with my armor up, I do not take a wound. So I can literally armor up and go try to get hit to eat a weapon. Because when they hit me with the weapon, that weapon disappears. Can you steer midair? Not really. Not really. You can kind of use it to glide off things. So if I go into this table, I'll slide along it. So you can use hitting into objects to kind of glide along them a little bit to direct you. But you can't actually steer in midair. And then the tracking is the echolocation. And the way that works is when I used it, when they got hit by the echolocation, it takes a snapshot of their position. And then when it comes back to me, I get to see the little yellow ghost of where they were a couple seconds ago. So I get old information, but it shows me exactly where they were and what they were doing. Like I saw the injured running animation for Brett when it pinged him. So I'm like, oh, okay, I saw the injured animation, and he's running to the right. So I'm going to head over to the right and see if I can cut Brett off. So I love this. I can't even see him, right? I don't know where he is. Aha. Well, now I just saw the little ghost. So I'm like, okay, where is he? I run, and then I found him. Does he know when you ping him? Yes. So that like wave of yellow that goes out and then comes back, the teens see that. They hear the boom of the echo, and they see the whoom, boom of the echo going out and coming back. So you can play with that. Actually, as a teen, you also see the little yellow ghost. So you can run, get pinged, turn, see your ghost showing that you're running this way, and run the other way to try to abuse the information that W.A.R.T is trying to get. Do you really want to see the... Oh, yeah, Monster Vaults. This is Monster Vaults. So Monster Vault is pretty quick. It's not quite as fast as the teen, but it's pretty fucking quick. If the teen sprint vaults and you vault after them, they do not get a lot of distance on you. They get a little bit of distance. That's about it. Okay, you want the W.A.R.T feasting? Oh, she's dead. All right. Oh God, it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. Oh my God. Devs, you guys are fucked up, man. It's so scary, right? It's so fucking scary. Why won't anyone help? Imagine seeing that in third person. Yeah, it's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. And so when you are enraged, it's just a one-hit knockdown. Boom. One hit, they get knocked down immediately. Brett's just running in circles watching that happen. Oh my God, what happened? Do killers have a terror radius? Yes, they do have a terror loop that you can hear as they get closer and closer. Absolutely. Does the game have voice comms? It does have voice comms, yes. Perks now? Yeah, we can go take a look at some of the perks now. Absolutely. W.A.R.T.S perks are increased rage gain while feasting, 15, 30, 45% faster. So when you're feasting and the teen is screaming for dear life and we're all like, oh, I hate this. This makes it go 45% faster. I'm interested to see some rage meta. Because this is, you hit a teen, you knock him down, you feast, you get enraged, and then you just one shot knock someone down, feast, get enraged, one shot knock someone down. It's risky because while you're feasting, all teens can see where you are, but I feel like there's some really good feasting rage builds. KO Rage Plague Feast seems like a legitimate thing with this. Oh my God, absolutely. KO Rage Plague 50%. Feast, get that enrage really quick. You can get a really strong snowball. So it has a secondary benefit of making the screaming stop 45% faster. Sounds like a must-have, right? Next W.A.R.T perk, and this, I love this. I love Easy Target. Oh, this is one of my most favorite monster perks in the world. Easy Target. When an active teen is more than 28 meters from you and gets within 10 meters of 2 other active teens, you will be alerted and these teens will be exposed for 4 seconds. This can only activate once every 90 seconds. Rank 2, more than 28 meters away from you, within 10 meters of 2 other teens, exposed for 4 seconds, 70-second cooldown, 50-second cooldown. Basically what this does, don't be growling in the mic like that. It's too early tech. Basically what this does is this lets you see when the teens are gathering. And this is crazy powerful map knowledge. It's really expensive. Hey, Dowsy's online. This is crazy expensive perk cost wise, but the ability to see where they are is super strong. Honestly, even Easy Target rank 1, super valuable. It's got a 90-second cooldown, but it's only 8 perk points, so I like to run Easy Target 1. And then this one is super. This is my playstyle, Lethal Weapon. This increases the health loss when you hit a teen by 4, 8, and 12%. This just makes you hit 12% harder. What does Expose do? Oh, Expose just makes you see them through walls. It's like wall hacks. It doesn't actually make them go down, like in one hit kind of thing. It just shows you where they are. So yeah, Lethal Weapon just makes you hit harder, and I love it. So the Werewolf perks, is there a max perk points? Yes, there is. I don't know what the max perks points is, but there is a max. Werewolf perks are body count. Any prone teens within 12 meters of you are exposed. So this is kind of like Deerstalker, I guess, in DBD. So basically 12, 20, and 28 meters. This just shows you where teens are when they're prone and they're crawling around, so you don't lose track of where they are. 30. Okay, 30 is the maximum perk points. Ruthless is you recover from a missed attack 13, 26, and 39% faster. This is low-key one of the best perks when you're starting out. Unrelenting in a nutshell, I guess it is kind of like Unrelenting. Now the huge value in this is when you are getting hit by a weapon, when a teen is standing there with a cross and just blasting at you, and you're the monster, and you're going, oh God, oh no, I'm dying. You can still move and attack. And if you get your spacing right, you get close to the teen, and the teen starts blasting you with the cross. You keep on moving, you can attack and hit the teen while they are shooting you. That will cancel the weapon, eliminate all your stigma buildup. And if you have Ruthless and you swing too early, you're like, oh, I'm getting shot, swing, I miss. You can recover from that, close more distance, and then hit them all while being shot. Ruthless was how I learned how to push through weapons and get the hit while being injured. So this thing is crazy good for learning your spacing. When you stop missing your attacks, then you can unequip Ruthless. But while you're whiffing and while you're learning spacing, Ruthless is fucking insane. Robbie uses it to drift around. Does he? High level movement implications? Very interesting. I'm gonna have to try that at some point. Is a hit assist in the game? Hit detection and latency work on here. Do you mean like the hit validation in DBD? I have not noticed anything like hit validation like DBD has. Hit assist, there's like there's a little bit of a thing for when you swing. If you swing in a right enough way, it will take it the rest of the way for you. So it's not like that's hard to explain. How do you explain the little bit of like you guys saw me whiff a lot yesterday. So it's not like it guarantees hits. It's basically if you swing when the reticle is red, you get the hit. But if you lunge, then there's like a box that you need to hit within kind of thing. Just something you need to practice. Yeah, I don't think I have the right words to describe what kind of hit assisting there is. It's like hit guarantee with quicks and lunge has a hitbox. Yeah, maybe that's the best way to put it. I don't really know what the words are to say though. Reticle only turns red when you're in tap range. Yes, only tap range gives you the red reticle. Now this is also a really, really strong perk, Scream Fest. Teens affected by the monster scream are disrupted for 12% longer, 24 and 36% longer. This thing is secretly so strong. When you hit a teen and you scream, which disables everyone around you, this lasts way longer, which allows you the opportunity for a follow-up hit, even if they're armed, because you get to close that distance because they're subdued, they're disrupted for so long that you get to close that distance. So Screamfest is super great when you want to go for double hits, or you really want to fuck up a team of armed teens. Okay, last set of perks here. Dullmaster. When a team fails a crafting skill test, they will be exposed for 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 7 seconds. So you should be able to see them when they fail. Deadly Bite. When a team uses a candy bar, you will be alerted and they will be exposed for 2 seconds. Can only activate every 60 seconds. 3.5 seconds, 45, 5 second, 30 second cooldown. So this will tell you when they're eating some dirty, filthy candy bars to get their health back. Okay, last perk, Hidden Agenda. 7 seconds after a teen leaves a hiding place, the aura of the hiding place will be revealed to you for 6 seconds. 5 seconds after and 3 seconds after leaving a hiding place, the aura of the hiding place will be revealed for 6 seconds. Monster mutations. There's the leap. After focusing for 0.7 seconds, the W.A.R.T will leap forward at great speed. The force of the landing will create a shockwave that causes all teens within 6 meters of the W.A.R.T to be staggered, slowing their movement speed for 1 second. Leap can be performed every 7 seconds. Now, the mutations for this are Bombshell. The leap's shockwave radius is increased by 25% and the stagger effect duration by 10%. But the activation time of the leap is increased by 20%. So that's Bombshell. Throttle. This is my most favorite mutation in the game. This is my mainstay. Throttle is my most favorite mutation. The speed of leap when not taking weapon damage is increased by 30%. The base cooldown of leap is increased by 35%. I love this because I play a very ambush heavy W.A.R.T. I wait and wait and wait, and then I do a very fast leap to cover distance faster than they can kind of hit me with a weapon. And this is the Toxsmith special, Throttle. I love this perk so much. And then Kinetic, leap base cooldown is reduced by 25%. Leap will no longer create a shockwave after landing. This one's really great for like map traversal if you don't rely on the slowdown to get the hit. Then we have the Acid Armor. After focusing for 1.5 seconds, the wart will cover themselves with protective acid, gaining the armored status. This will shield the wart from damage for up to 12 seconds or until shattered by a weapon strike. If the armor is shattered, the wart will flinch, unable to perform most actions for 1 second. Acid armor can be performed every 32 seconds. And the mutations for this are the acid armor's base cooldown is reduced by 20%. But if the acid armor is shattered by a weapon, all the wart's abilities are placed on cooldown. Fluid. The base speed at which wart can move while armored and not taking damage is increased by 5%. The activation time of acid armor is increased by 20%. Toxic. I love this one. I love this one. The base amount of life loss inflicted when a teen is hit while wart is armored is increased by 10%. But the damage required to shatter the acid armor is reduced by 20%. So it's very fragile armor. It'll be broken very easily. But if you can hit someone with your armor up, you do more damage to their health. And then their tracking ability is Echolocation. After focusing for 1.8 seconds, the wart will emit a resonating pulse across the entire map. 2.5 seconds later, an afterimage of all active teens at the time Echolocation was used will be shown to the wart for 8.5 seconds. Echolocation can be performed every 35 seconds. Mutation Detect. When Echolocation is used, the afterimages of armed teens will appear in a different color than unarmored teens. But the Echolocation's base cooldown is increased by 25%. Or Mimic. When Echolocation is used, a trail of afterimages that trace the movement of teens for the next 1.2 seconds will be created instead of a single afterimage. The focusing time to use Echolocation is increased by 33%. They did not name Toxic after me, chat. What the fuck? That is toxic. Deafen. This one is crazy to play against. When Echolocation is used, teens are now affected by the Deafen status for 4.5 seconds. But if the wart has acid armor active when the Echolocation power is used, the acid armor is cancelled. So those are the perks for wart. We did though? How dare you? You did not. You did not. What does Deafen do? Basically exactly what it sounds like. You can't hear anything. You can't hear crafting sounds. You can't hear, I mean, the big thing is that you cannot hear the monster's footsteps or tension loop. So if wart uses the Deafen Echolocate when they're kind of close to you, they can close that distance a lot while you're deafened, and you will have no idea that the wart is coming. After focusing for 0.8 seconds, the werewolf enters a Berserk state that increases their movement speed by 24% for 11 seconds. Berserk can be performed every 24 seconds. The Nightmare mutation makes the duration increased by 50%, but the speed boost reduced by 30%. So this is like a longer chase at less speed. Grim. If Berserk expires without the werewolf hitting a teen or being struck by a weapon, the cooldown is immediately refreshed. However, an active Berserk will cancel when Howl or Hunt is used, and using Berserk will cancel Hunt. So this is great for chasing people down really strongly, but you can't use it in combination with other abilities. Vicious. When you knock down a teen while Berserk is active, it remains active and has its duration extended by up to 6 seconds. Effect cannot make Berserk exceed the base duration, and then the cooldown of Berserk is increased by 20%. So this is really cool for like, if you focus on hitting injured teens with Berserk, then you'll knock them down and immediately Berserk again, which is crazy pressure. Grim seems really cool. Yeah, Grim is my favorite when I play Werewolf. Then we've got Howl, which is a 1 second focus. Then within 30 meters, it makes all the teens cower. And when teens are cowering, they cannot attack or perform most actions for 7 seconds. Rabid reduces the cooldown by 25%, but reduces the range by 20%. Maximum range of Howl is reduced by 20%. Thunder, Howl now staggers teens, reducing their movement speed for 1.5 seconds, but the focusing time, like casting time, is increased by 33%. Or for 1.5 seconds after escaping taking damage from a weapon, you may use Howl with no focus time, but the cooldown of Howl is increased by 25%. So this one is a lot of what monsters will do is they will try to take a little bit of damage from the weapon, but duck behind cover to make the person waste their weapon. And this, if you take a little bit of damage and then you get behind cover, you can Howl immediately, disable all weapons around you, and then kind of be aggressive. Hunt, this is their tracking. Basically, you focus for 1.5 seconds, then you hunt for 25 seconds. And any teen within 24 meters will cause your heartbeat, will cause a heartbeat sound. And the closer you get, the quicker your heartbeat races. Greedy, when hunting, the range that you can detect teens is increased by 25%. But when hunting, the frequency of response of the heartbeat sound and when teens are nearby is reduced by 25%. Obsessed, the duration of hunting depletes 40% slower while no teens are detected, but depletes 30% faster while teens are detected. Do you unlock those by leveling? Yes, you unlock them by proceeding through the journey, and you can unlock them in the journey. You unlock all these mutations. And then the last one, chronic hunting will no longer detect teens that are prone. However, whenever you knock down a teen, hunt cannot be used for the next 22 seconds. Now, this one is interesting because when you're hunting, so prone is when they're down. When you hit them once, they're injured. You hit them again, they're prone. And they're like bleeding out on the ground. Now, usually the hunt registers a prone teen on the ground bleeding out as like that'll trigger the heartbeats. So when you get closer and closer to a downed teen, the heartbeat will be really fast. And I have in the past used that as cover. I will be around and alive and ready to help the teen who's down, and I will use their body as kind of a mask so that the werewolf can't tell that I'm close by, because they think that the hunt is triggering just off the downed teen. This perk means that they can tell the difference between a downed teen and a nearby alive team. Chronic is not really my playstyle. It's interesting because you do give up the ability to immediately hunt after knocking someone down. But at the same time, if you knock them down, do you really need those 22 seconds? It's an interesting, it's definitely a decision that you got to make. All right, Dollmaster mutations. Now, I know nothing. I know nothing about the Dollmaster. I played so little Dollmaster. Doll Trap. After focusing for 1 second, the Dollmaster places a doll trap on the map. A doll trap detects living teens up to 22 meters away by changing icon color. A doll trap is selected by centering the screen on it, allowing use of doll possession and doll teleport. If a teen walks or runs within 1.75 meters of a doll trap, it will become alarmed for 6 seconds and then self-destruct. While alarmed, the focus time required for using the powers on that doll trap is reduced by 50%. Doll traps can be placed while the Dollmaster is in the banished state. A maximum of 5 doll traps can be on the map at a time. Each time a doll trap is disarmed or a doll is destroyed, this number is decreased to a minimum of 2. Hitting teens will recover a lost doll trap, and suffering a wound will reset the doll trap count to a maximum. First mutation, Tricky. The icons above the placed doll traps now have an additional level of color change that occurs when a teen is within 11 meters of the doll trap. However, the maximum number of dolls that can be placed on the map simultaneously is reduced by 1. Offspring. The maximum number of doll traps that can be placed on the map simultaneously is increased by 1. However, the distance at which doll traps become alarmed is reduced by 80%. Haunted. The teens will be exposed while disarming a doll trap and for 3 seconds after the disarm is completed.
The cooldown on doll possession is reduced by 25%. However, the doll trap icons no longer change color when teens are nearby. Doll possession. After focusing for 1.4 seconds, the doll master possesses a selected doll trap for up to 30 seconds. A possessed doll may jump, allowing them to move forward at great speed. Jump can be performed every 8 seconds. A possessed doll may use doll possession to switch control to another doll trap and refresh the possession time. While possessing a doll, if any weapons get within 22 meters of the doll master, a colored border will appear around the screen to alert the player. If a possessed doll is destroyed by a weapon, the doll master will be exposed for 13 seconds. Doll possession can be performed every 12 seconds. Mr. Toxsmith, will this be on our final test? Dude, this is why Doll Master is one of the toughest monsters to play. Mutations. Frolic. Total time a doll can be possessed is increased by 35%. However, the focusing time required to begin possessing a doll is increased by 50%. Rebound. Dolls now have their jump ready to use immediately after being possessed. However, the amount of time a doll can be possessed is reduced by 20%. Double cross. A possessed doll can store one additional use of the jump ability. A possessed doll's base run speed is reduced by 2%. Doll teleport. After focusing for 1 second, the doll master instantly travels to the selected doll trap, destroying it in the process. Doll teleport can be used every 60 seconds. Mutations. Outcast. Doll teleport will no longer use a selected doll trap, but will instead always target the doll trap that is farthest away from the doll master. And doll teleport focusing time is reduced by 10%. Slippery. A second doll teleport can now be performed within 4 seconds of the initial doll teleport before going on cooldown. If the second doll teleport is performed, a doll trap will be left behind. However, the focusing time required to doll teleport is increased by 25%. And the last mutation is aggressive. If the doll master strikes a teen within 8 seconds of performing a doll teleport, the doll teleport cooldown is instantly refreshed. The base doll teleport cooldown is increased by 15%. Those are all the mutations for all the monsters. So here is the journey. Oh, hey, look at that. I have one to unlock. So this is the journey. This is how you unlock your perks and mutations and stuff like that. So I just unlocked Ruthless rank 1 on the Werewolf. This will not be unlocked for the other monsters. I need to go all the way through the journey until I get to this. And I need to spend... Get out of here, Vanguard. I need to spend enough aura to make this circle fill all the way up. When this is full and I can claim this node, then any perks that I've claimed here will now become universal for all monsters. Oh, there we go, 22 aura. So when I spend 22 more aura in this journey, all perks that I've unlocked will become universal. Don't shoo away, Van. So then when you finish Act 3, then every perk that you've got on the Werewolf will be accessible to all other monsters. And as long as you get like your tier 3s, Screamfest 3, Body Count 3, Ruthless 3, then all those perks will be available to all your other monsters, which is awesome. It's a really clever way to allow people to play other monsters that aren't their mains without feeling at a disadvantage. Yeah, exactly, Yendar, exactly. You play your main, you unlock all of your mains perks, and then you can use those perks on your non-main monsters to give them a leg up, which is awesome. Unlock all tier 1 perks, finish Act 1, everyone gets access to your character's tier 1 perks. Repeat in further acts. Convo breaker, perfect. It's exactly it. It's exactly it. Movies. Oh, is that the lore? An ancient feud between werewolves and vampires reignites in the high school hallways when a bold new coven arrives in Pine Bluff. On the eve of the equinox supermoon, the battle for immortality begins. For one student, high school really can be hell. Howl High II, Full Moon Fever. After a summer under protection of the West Valley Wolves Motorcycle Club, it's back to school when the Pine Bluff Coven returns for fresh blood. The battle unfolds at the Full Moon Fever Dance, where all hell breaks loose. Howl High III, Homecoming. 10 years later, under the autumn equinox moon, old feuds flare at the Pine Bluff senior class reunion. Familiar faces come back from the dead, and the battle for darkness and immortality will come to a bloody end. What do the movies do? So the movies contain a bunch of challenges in them. Play as the werewolf and complete the match 5 times. Play as the werewolf 20 times. Use the werewolf hunt power, use the werewolf berserk power, knock down teens, use prizes, claim the rift, go to scenes, read the lore. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, I have to complete. Oh my god, you unlock lore. You unlock lore by completing the scenes. Holy shit, one of the rewards for completing the achievements, for completing these things, is you get fucking lore. That's so cool. That's so fucking cool. Oh man, no, I did not know that. I never worked on movies. Because we kept on having our progress wiped, I didn't bother working on the movies too much, so I had no clue. That is so fucking cool. You stumble as your veins fill with a leaden weight. Misty unleashes a slew of stakes into the swarming vamps behind you. Oh god. You sense Mrs. Giles. Giles, I love it. Thank you, Buffy. Calling you to the courtyard. She holds an ancient tome to her chest, chanting in the moonlight as the vamps swarm in. That is so fucking cool. Well, now I really want to unlock all this shit so I can read through the whole movies. Hey, I know that book. That looks an awful lot like a book that we know, huh? Looks a little bit like the textbook. Hey, look, it bounces around my camera. That's so great. Such a shame the Necronomicon didn't spawn this match, or we would have found it by now. Exactly. What's the extended and directors? So those unlock after you complete everything in the standard version. You unlock the extended, which has more rewards, and the director, which has more rewards. And eventually when you finish everything, you get some really fucking cool cosmetics. And look how good these movies look. Look at that little bit of plastic sheen. All the old boomers like me who went into video stores and we all picked up these shitty old tapes. We know what that's like. Oh, it's got that slippery little sleeve of plastic on it. I love that stuff. Dollmouth. Little pig, let me come in. Sorry, just a sec. I gotta get my Dollmaster voice.
Little pig, let me come in.
An old Victorian inn, the Dollmouth. It's called the Dollmouth? The inn is called the Dollmouth? Why would you call an inn the Dollmouth? An old Victorian inn, the Dollmouth, undergoes a restoration before anyone realizes it was built on ancient burial grounds for things best left dead and forgotten. Raising the foundation means raising the old innkeeper and his violent creations. A group of wealthy guests are invited for the first stay, but will they survive to tell the tale? Dollmouth 2, come play with us. Dollmouth Repossessed. On a remote company retreat, a group of hikers are lost in a sudden storm. Night closes in and, desperate for shelter, some of the party stumble across the abandoned Dollmouth. A mysterious innkeeper invites them in. Little do they know, the darkest hours are yet to come. Dollmouth Part 3, Dollmouth Resurrected. Look at that fucking picture. Look at that picture. What the fuck? You can't keep a good villain down. Holy shit. I don't like that at all. A direct follow-up to Dollmouth Revisited, a crack team of specialists investigate a mysterious murder spree on the Dollmouth property, but a local psychic predicts they too will meet their demise as the legendary Dollmaster whittles up an army to protect his precious inn. You show the werewolf covers? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely I can. We got Howl High. Being the lone werewolf in a high school filled with vampires is a real pain in the neck. That'll be $20 fucking. Howl High II, Full Moon Fever. Vampires have no rage, like love to hatred turned, nor hell has no fury, like a teenage she-wolf scorned. Howl High III, Homecoming. The final chapter in the Werewolf trilogy is coming home. Is the werewolf even the bad guy in this movie? Right? I don't think so. I think the werewolf's the good guy. You're the one who invoked it? Give me $20 for having to listen to it? No, you give me $20. W.A.R.T. Mankind was its own worst enemy, so mankind invented a better enemy. Be scared. Be really scared. During the grand opening of Replicor, a cutting-edge scientific research facility, a terrifying truth emerges from beneath its utopian surface. W.A.R.T.s. If you're gonna kill the greatest evil mankind has ever created, bring a few friends with you. W.A.R.T.s. It runs in the family. Weaponized amphibious replicant test specimens. 65 days after the initial outbreak at Replicor, a group of special operatives attempt to secure the quarantine facility, only to discover something was left behind and isn't too happy to see them. Thwart. In a world of the not too distant future, the W.A.R.T has emerged where you least expected, ruling the earth. Thwart. Mankind, welcome to World W.A.R.T 3. Totally horrifying, weaponized amphibious replicant terrors. 65 years after the initial outbreak, the facility is long abandoned. Welcome to the future where humankind is now the experiment. I love this shit. This is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. That is so fun. Those are amazing. Aren't they so good? They literally read like the back of the old VHS tapes. That is exactly how the old horror movies used to read. I fucking love it. Oh shit. Oh shit.